My wife left a note that just said, "Don't look for me." I did anyway. I slammed the front door and started tearing the house apart. The baby's blankets were folded neatly on the couch, the kettle still warm, and a single sheet of paper sat on the kitchen counter. No footprints, no locked bedroom, just that stupid silent house. My phone buzzed. No missed calls, just my own frantic voicemail to myself. "Answer me." I called her until my throat hurt. I called friends, then neighbors. Nobody had seen her leave. My hands shook when I opened the note. No excuses here, I won't repeat what it said. But it said enough that I felt stupid for needing to look. I left everything I'd ever planned to do and drove. First, I went to our favorite diner, because she always went there when she wanted to think. Empty booth, spit of coffee still cooling. Then the hospital, then the police station, because the part of me that believed the worst needed paperwork to convince it to breathe. That's when the panic started sharpening into something angrier. Images ran on loop. A new man in her life. A betrayal I deserved but didn't want to accept. I checked our accounts on the phone while parked outside the precinct. My stomach dropped so hard I nearly blacked out. Our savings were gone. Not a mistake. Entirely emptied. My brain supplied one story and refused to consider others. I drove to the last place my card showed activity, a cheap motel off the highway. The clerk looked at me like I was the plot of every bad movie. I gave my name, and she handed me an envelope with my handwriting on the outside. Inside was a letter from her. It was not the escape note I'd pictured. She wrote about nights she'd sat awake, about the late texts I thought were harmless bets, about small lies I told myself. She explained, calmly and brutally, why she'd taken the money, to stop me from burning everything down. She left because enabling had become love's opposite. She included phone numbers, counseling, a number for a man who ran a weekly group, and a line that said, "Come find us when you can do it sober." I read it in the parking lot and shouted until my voice broke. The twist wasn't that she'd run away to be happy. It was that she'd run away to save the only person she loved from himself. I sat on the curb with a cigarette I don't smoke and finally heard the part of me that had been lying. The note didn't end an argument. It started a reckoning.